Kia ora tātou, te whānau whānui o te kura matitingi ki Otago. Kai te mihi māhana ki a koutou. Kai te mihi ki a koutou, tō kai te aki runaka o arai te uru, o Moiraki, o Pukataraki, o Tākau, o Hokanui, kia koutou. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, ka hui hui mai tātou katoa. To the family of the Otago Polytechnic, our greetings to you all. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, ka hui hui mai tātou katoa. Tēnā koutou katoa. Members of Parliament, honourable guests, graduands, our online viewers, family and friends, welcome to this very special occasion, an occasion that certainly wants celebration. So, to commence this afternoon and this evening, it's my pleasure to introduce Cathy Grant, the Chair of the Otago Polytechnic Council.
I'm delighted to have the opportunity to speak to you this afternoon on behalf of the Otago Polytechnic Council. This is a day for celebration, and to the graduating students, you are the reason we have gathered this afternoon to recognise your achievements and to celebrate your success. This is very much your day, and on behalf of the Council, I extend my warmest congratulations to all 557 of you who will cross the stage. The Polytechnic, I know, has been enriched by your diversity, your personal attributes, and your unique qualities. Some of you have moved directly from secondary to tertiary education. Others of you have had the opportunity to build on and develop workplace skills and experiences. And an increasing proportion of you have come from other parts of New Zealand to study at Otago. Thank you all for undertaking your chosen qualification at Otago. We are proud of our Polytechnic and of you, our graduating students. The view from the stage reveals very clearly the pride and joy being experienced by those upstairs, because this is also a significant day for those who have supported you during your studies, your friends, your family, and your fellow students. And each of you will know the extent and value of that support, and I encourage you to acknowledge those who have supported you on your individual journeys. That support may have involved personal sacrifice on their part, so be generous in acknowledging the extent to which others have contributed to the success that you are now enjoying. In all of the other years when I have spoken at graduation, I have commented on how successful each of those years has been for the Polytechnic. And in 2014, those very positive outcomes continued across all dimensions of our institution. I am delighted to report that comparative data published by the Tertiary Education Commission this year established that Otago Polytechnic continues to be a leading provider in this sector, particularly in relation to qualification completions and course completions. And what is particularly pleasing for us as an institution is that in our survey last year, measuring student engagement, 89% of those who responded indicated that they would attend Otago Polytechnic again if given the choice to start again. Our students have continued to deliver creative and innovative outcomes this year. One of our graduates has developed an efficient cooking stove which will assist in reducing chronic health issues in Samoa, and 3 of these have been commissioned during the year. Our students featured again at the Shanghai Fashion Week, including 7 fashion design students and 2 communication design students. And the student showcase at the end of the academic year delighted us for a fortnight, showcasing a range of talent from the disciplines of art, carpentry, design, fashion, horticulture, culinary arts and IT. And our staff continue to excel. 7 of our teaching staff received prestigious Ako Aotearoa Tertiary Teaching Excellence Award this year. And the Food Design Institute hosted an international food design conference, attracting chefs and designers from around the world and earning international acclaim. As an institution, we are focused on innovation, and this year the Chief Executive led a study tour for a number of staff to Vancouver, Seattle and San Francisco, providing the opportunity for those staff to experience innovation in a North American context. I'm delighted to report that during the year we have taken the first steps in significantly updating our physical campus to meet the learning needs of our students, with the current project linking 3 of the existing blocks and transforming the ground floor area into a student hub. New programs, a new logo and a new website have been launched as part of the rebrand of our central campus. And it is appropriate to acknowledge the role played by many of our students and staff in ensuring that we are the Polytechnic in Gigatown. So all of these successes reflect on the commitment and dedication of the Chief Executive and all of his staff, both academic and general. And I would invite you all to join me in acknowledging their role in the success of our students. I started by remarking that for the graduating students, it was the end of a journey, that you had each completed the course of study on which you had embarked, and that today was all about recognising that achievement. But today is also about beginnings, the beginning of new careers, armed with your brand new qualifications, and for many of you, the beginning of a whole range of experiences beyond the Polytechnic. I hope that you take with you good memories of your time as an Otago Polytechnic student. We hope that our connection with you is strong and continuing. On behalf of the Council, I congratulate each of you on what you have achieved. I wish you well in your future endeavours. I would encourage you to follow your dreams and embrace the challenges ahead of you. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Thank you, Kathy, and thank you for the acknowledgement to the staff also. So it is my privilege to ask Kathy Grant and Phil Kerr, our Chief Executive, to present the honorary awards. So can I ask Sue Thompson, the Director of Quality, to come forward, please?
The Dunedin School of Art at Otago Polytechnic, supported by the leadership team, nominated Bridie Loney to the Otago Polytechnic Council for the Honorary Award of Emeritus Member of Otago Polytechnic to be awarded in recognition of her outstanding contribution to Otago Polytechnic. Bridie officially joined Otago Polytechnic in February 1997 as a lecturer in Art History and Theory after completing an MA in Art History and Theory at the University of Otago. Excuse me. Her study had centred on the relationship between the role of artworks and the therapeutic relationship between patient and therapist. From the start, Bridie's lectures opened Polytechnic students' eyes to the wider usages of art and its practical implications for the lives of people. Bridie has been directly involved with the women's movement in New Zealand since the 1970s, and based on this experience, she contributed significantly to students' awareness of the realities of a gendered life in our country and to the role that art can play in the politics of gender and sexual diversity. Bridie's inspiring capabilities were based on her own real-life experiences and contributions. For example, she was a key member of the Spiral Collective, which published Kerry Hume's Booker Prize-winning book, The Bone People, in 1984, when mainstream publishers had rejected it. Taking a special interest in the art and culture of New Zealand, Bridie was always the one who brought starry-eyed students back to the real issues of our country and how they're reflected in art forms. Bridie understood more than most the significance for education and the Otago Polytechnic Memorandum of Understanding with Kaitahu. Throughout her teaching career at the Dunedin School of Art, she has incorporated cultural and artistic aspects of matters Māori into her curriculum delivery, working with Kaitahu artists such as Rachel Rakana and Simon Kahn to mentor her own understandings for curriculum development and delivery to students. Bridie continuously consulted with the Otago Polytechnic Kaitohu, being acutely aware of sensitivities within a bicultural context and of the real-life effects of power differentials in such a context. From such awareness, it followed that Bridie became a member of the Otago Polytechnic Ethics Committee, and she remained a pillar of strength in this context when its long-standing chair resigned in 2012 and she took over the role. Bridie's clear understanding and mentoring regarding ethics has resulted in a fully fledged ethics committee that can now confidently support research and enterprise at Otago Polytechnic and in the future. After supporting successive heads of schools since 2001, either in an informal role as deputy or in the more formal role as acting head, Bridie was appointed as head of the School of Art in 2006. Bridie was the main program developer for the Bachelor of Visual Arts accredited in 2008 and of a new suite of postgraduate programs accredited in 2009. On top of her role as head of school and program developer, Bridie also continued with the full load of teaching and postgraduate supervision, plus working selflessly as the program manager to ensure the continued success of the Bachelor of Fine Arts, which finished last year, and the implementation of the Bachelor of Visual Arts. She also worked as the academic and section manager for art history and theory and for drawing. Her role was further augmented by her involvement as head of school in the rebuild of P Block. Bridie has also undertaken wider polytechnic duties along with her contribution to the Ethics Committee. She's been a member of Academic Board, a member of Staff Subcommittee to Council, a member of the Master of Professional Practices Committee, a member of Work-Based Learning Agreement Committee, and has been involved in an external advisory group for the targeted review of art and design certificate and diploma qualifications. With an acute awareness that Otago Polytechnic has a responsibility towards our community and our city, Bridie has served on many external bodies important to the arts and culture of Dunedin. She has been chair of the Acquisitions Committee of the Dunedin Public Art Gallery from 2012. She is still a member of the Council of the Dunedin Public Art Gallery Society, and she's an invited member of Your City, Our Future Arts and Culture Leadership Group of the Dunedin City Council. She's been a moderator, an external examiner and an accreditation panel member for other arts qualifications nationally. She's made an enormous contribution on many fronts to the Dunedin School of Art and to the wider Polytechnic. Staff and students value her understanding on many levels and have benefited widely from the different roles she's filled with great success and humility. She has inspired the school and many colleagues on committees with her deep understanding of ecological issues and sustainability challenges. She retired early in order to complete a PhD, which is focused on art and sustainability. She still works for us part-time and supports senior art students in understanding how their own practices relate to matters of national and international concern. Bridie is a highly regarded, trusted and beloved colleague and mentor. Her publications and conference presentations continue to attest to her deep involvement with the topical issues which have informed her research and her teaching practice. This award is appropriate recognition of Bridie's long-term and wide-reaching contributions to the Polytechnic and enhances the continuation of a long and valued relationship. Bridie.
Congratulations, Bridie, and thank you, Sue. It's now my pleasure to invite Professor Leonie Schmidt, Head of the School of Dunedin Art, to come forward to read her nomination.
The Council of Otago Polytechnic has an honours policy that enables the recognition of individuals who have made outstanding contributions to their field with the award of an honorary degree. The Dunedin School of Art at Otago Polytechnic put forward a nomination to Council in recognition of Michael Taffery's outstanding contribution to the fine arts in New Zealand over more than 2 decades and on many levels. Michael Taffery, member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, was born in 1966 in Wellington and is of Samoan, Cook Island and Tahitian descent. Taffery studied in the Dunedin School of Art at Otago Polytechnic from 1986 to 1989, where he graduated with a Diploma of Fine Arts Honours. He was awarded a member of the New Zealand Merit of Order in the Queen's Honours List for services to the arts in 2008. International protocols in awarding honorary degrees do not require that the recipient meets the graduation profile and outcomes of the specific degree that is confirmed. However, in Taffery's case, he does meet the graduate profile for Otago Polytechnic's Master of Fine Arts degree. Master of Fine Arts graduates are able to integrate studio practice with an understanding of theoretical and historical contexts, are able to function nationally and internationally, and to find or create their own employment as well as employment for others. Michael Taffery has developed a highly successful business in the fine arts based in Wellington. His many public exhibitions, projects and seminars, including one at Otago Polytechnic in 2012, demonstrate his advanced knowledge of Pacific, including New Zealand history and visual arts practices, which are integrated in his studio work. Michael's body of work attests to the research base of his practice and his ability to successfully evaluate and synthesize information and concepts. His work has led to new understandings of the arts and the history of the Pacific and of New Zealand with its significant Pacific communities by adding value to a shared culture through research. He has generated ideas and responses to abstract problems and concrete situations with new knowledge to extend his selected field of practice. Michael's work is clearly documented and represented in major public collections as well as in private collections in New Zealand and elsewhere in the Pacific. His understanding and articulation of his own practice within the larger context of the Pacific and the international stage has been clearly demonstrated in public lectures, projects and work with his peers, and especially on large-scale public projects. He is deeply engaged with the cultural and natural sustainability of the Pacific and New Zealand's role in this context, as evidenced by his work with others in the country and around the Pacific. His practice centres around bi- and multiculturalism in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and this forms the core of his work and his many projects. Tim Walker, the director of the New Dow's Museum in Lower Hutt, can be quoted as follows. He says, Michael Taffery is one of the seminal role players for visibility of contemporary Pacific Island art locally and beyond the wider Pacific. His creative output is expansive, as he is adept at all arts media, printing, painting and sculpture, and works collaboratively with technicians and other art practitioners to realise his performance and installation projects requiring moving image, light and sound. His concerns are measured and politicised around the conservation of the environment and shaped by his Pacific Island ancestry. Taffery's journey is an open and expansive one, its wonder and revelations shared generously as a gift in his art. It illuminates the sea around him, showing us aspects of our world, our society and our lives that would otherwise remain unseen. Amongst many sites, Michael has recently exhibited work at the Museum of Contemporary Art and at the Campbell Arts Centre in Sydney, at Pātaka Art Museum in Wellington, and at the Just Museum of Art in Cologne, Germany. His work features in many recent publications, for example, in the Thames and Hudson publication entitled Oceania, and in the Cambridge Scholars publishing book entitled The Atlantic World of the Antipodes, and also in Pacific Art in Detail, published by the British Museum Press. Michael Taffery is a worthy recipient of an honorary Master of Fine Arts degree from Otago Polytechnic. Today, the Dunedin School of Art and the wider Otago Polytechnic honour one of its own alumni, one who has taken his initial study with us far beyond what would normally be expected. Michael has made good, and his alma mater are proud to recognise his many achievements, including his artistic works and also his ongoing support of other artists. Thank you.
Well, kia rana, kia ora, and I just want to acknowledge the tangata whenua here, Ngāi Tahu. Also, I want to acknowledge the community here in Dunedin and also the South Island, because when I arrived here 25 years or 20 years ago, I can't remember, that's how old I am, I hope I don't owe any money in this city, but at the same time, I want to acknowledge and awhi the School of Art, because they're still part of my heart and my education hasn't stopped. It continues after I leave here, and when I left here 25 years ago. And a lot of you who are sitting here in the seats with your whānau, your family, your cousins, your foes, you will always come back to this place, and your families, who are the ones who actually helped you out. But also I want to acknowledge the tutors, the staff, the cleaners, that actually are the ones that actually made up my makeup when I left this institution, when I left this region, because my education didn't stop because I just got a piece of paper. Education doesn't stop just because you've finished here. Your work is not complete, and it's not work. It's what you love doing. And part of that success is part of the historical significance of the Dunedin School of Art, which started in 1870. So that's how far it goes back. My whānau is my fellow students, my fellow tutors, my fellow community where I used to go to eat food and swap art for it for clothes. So your education does not stop from there. But also I want to actually acknowledge those dreamers who thought about me and other students who actually come through the School of Art and other institutions, because we were part of a big dream. Tussi, I remember her when I went to ask for some help. They gave me a little bit of financial help, but then also I was part of a dream from Albert Wendt and a whole group of other people that are art practitioners who wanted to see more Pacific Island students and more Māori students go through the institution. And I'm talking way back then in the 80s. So at the same time, I am a result of this dream, but at the same time, you are a beginning of a new dream. And I'm glad to see all your whānau are here, because I'm actually dedicating this piece to my mum back in Wellington, who couldn't come down, and my whānau. But I also quite touched and humbled to see some past faces from here in Dunedin, which I was quite humbled seeing them, and I have fulfilled that dream to carry it through here. But whatever you do when you have your piece of paper, remember, it does not stop there. It's after you leave. And all those boring lectures, or maybe good lectures, they will come into place when you're at work one day. The light bulb will go on upstairs and you'll realise, oh, that's what she or he was going on about. And I've applied those skills and things to my life, and also, but remember, your whānau was your fellow students and your fellow tutors, because as for me, I was a lecturer and a tutor. I'd like to see my students actually go through, because they come part of my whānau. So whenever you see your tutor again or your whānau, just remember those people who were behind you, beside you, in front of you. Because whatever you leave behind here is the next person that you're opening more doors. And I love that whole idea of humanity, because that's what you are fighting for, or that's what you're working towards. Leave something behind. Because mum and dad brought you into this world for a good reason, and they had dreams, and you are part of that dream. So fulfill that dream. And that's all I've got to say. But thank you very much. I'm quite humbled to actually receive this award. But then also I thank you to the whānau and this community down here at Dunedin School of Art for just acknowledging what I've been doing. Obviously I've done all right since I've left here. But remember your whānau, your friends that are beside you, right, in front of you and behind you, because they will always be there when you leave this room. And carry that dream through. Whakatae lava.
Thank you, Michael, for those certainly those words of wisdom and expressing us a little bit of your story. You are an inspiration, so thank you. So we now come to the presentation of the We'll now have the presentation of the academic awards, and the first being postgraduate degrees, diplomas and certificates. So it gives me great pleasure to invite Professor Loni Schmidt, Head of the School of Art, to present her school graduates, to Kathy Grant, Chair of the Council, and to Phil Kerr.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the Dunedin School of Art, Master of Fine Arts degree, Rebecca Hamid. Rowan Holt. Kristen O'Sullivan-Perrin. Mark Soltero. And for the Master of Visual Arts, Nathan Forbes. And for the Postgraduate Diploma in Visual Arts, Fiona van Ooyen. And for the Bachelor of Visual Arts Honours with First Class Honours, Victoria Stevens. And for the Bachelor of Visual Arts Honours with Second Class Honours, Stacey Butler. And Daniel Roberts. And for the Graduate Diploma in Visual Arts, Catriona Spate. And for the Bachelor of Visual Arts and the Certificate in Fashion Studies, Level 4, John Ankovich McNabb. And now for the Bachelor of Visual Arts, Sarah Booth, Antonia Boyle, and Hayden Burke. Charlotte Copson, Ashley Dyken-Jarvis, and Amelia Daniel. Christopher Dooley, Amelia Doherty, and Sarah Finney. Ellie Gray, Rose Heenan, and Joshua Hunter. Esther Jones, Ella Knapton and Elizabeth Leckie. Oliver Lodge, Alice McLaurin and Sarah Mackay. Hai Mok, Zanti Naylor and Jack Pillins. Sophie Prinsloo-Smith, Tamarat Zadersky, Georgia Sheares-Schultz. Emily Sheehan, Jessie Lee Sparrow and Holly Trail. Diana Tran, Benjamin Waldron and Lingxian Zeng.
Thank you, Leonie. I now invite Glenys Kerr, on behalf of Capable New Zealand, to present her graduates.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for Capable New Zealand. Graduate Diploma in Tertiary Education, Margot Barton, Helen Gatenbeek-Parry. Graduate Certificate in Tertiary Learning and Teaching, Level 7, Christopher Fersterer, Richard Keane, Simon Swale.
Thank you, Glenys. I now invite Leslie Smith, Head of the College of Enterprise and Development, to present her graduates.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the College of Enterprise and Development. Graduate Diploma of Applied Management, Maya Daniela Rotha. Tony Feng Shuang Zhang. Graduate Diploma in Tourism Management, Inez Aristani. Bachelor of Applied Management, Diploma in Business Level 5, Emma Prattley. Bachelor of Applied Management, Business Transformation and Change and Sales and Marketing, Claire Watts. Bachelor of Applied Management in Business Excellence, Fiona Curd and Catherine Irvine. Bachelor of Applied Management, Business Information Systems, Brett Watson. Bachelor of Applied Management, Business Transformation and Change, Sharon French. Bachelor of Applied Management, Human Resource Management, Troy Williams. Bachelor of Applied Management, Sales and Marketing, Christopher Barton. Bachelor of Applied Management, Sport Management, Daniel Loader. Bachelor of Applied Management, Strategic Management, John Christie and Catherine Ray. Sharon Robson and Matthew Williams. Now the graduates in Bachelor of Applied Management, Christine Aiken, Vivian Allen Kelly, Martin Anderson. Stephanie Bryan, Austin Burrell, Liam Cronican. Gwenda Crawford, Vicky Dale, Nicola Darling. Sarah Elizabeth Dewar, Megan Donald, Genevieve Alice Garland. Alicia Evans, Samantha Harrison, Graham Hart. Lisa Hay, Karen Hayes, Vicky Hodge. Daniel Hook, Jodie Hope, Karen Huddleston. Susan Jordan, Peter Leslie, Stephanie Parker. Morgan Price, Shannon Rafferty, Annabelle Roy. Sam Small, Rosemary Tarbotton, Dylan Taylor. Peter Taylor, Pauline Thompson, Roderick Turner. Grant Vaughan, Nalini Vijay Kumar, Tanya Williams. The graduate for Graduate Diploma in Information Technology, Amalu Joy. Graduates in Bachelor of Information Technology, Tanvi Ashok, Robert Atfield, Adam Baisley. Daniel Bernhardt, Adam Charlton, Adam Dackers. Liam Donald, Grant Ford, Andrew Gardner. Celeste Gosling, Andrew Griffin, Daniel Hampton. Martin Hislop, David Jackson, Bo Liu. Kieran McPherson, Timothy Miller, Lucas Mills. Bryce Sellers, TJ Skinner, Jared Steele. Clementine Trengrove, Benjamin Vanderloo, Braden Weir.
Thank you, Leslie. I now invite Linda Kinneborough, Head of the School of Nursing, to present her graduates.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the School of Nursing, Bachelor of Nursing. Tina Arps, Linda Atkinson, Lena Barthlin Potter. Elena Bailey McCready, Talia Bennett, Rachel Best. Chelsea Blackley, Kelly Bosher, Caitlin Brennan. Leonie Brown, Vicky Cameron, Summer Chambers. Tara Chung, Andrea Churcher, Jessica Churcher. Rachel Clapperton, Philippa Conroy, Paris Cooper. Lindley Copeland, Stephanie Craig, Rose Crew. Kate Curry, Courtney de Groot, Alexandra Derritt. Megan Dooley, Hannah Doherty, Connie Dawson. Alicia Drinkwater, Lana Ennis, Madeline Fisher. Michelle Fleury, Francis Geddes, Julia Gilling. Tessa Green, Alexandra Hall, Bronwyn Hancock. Taran Hancock, Holly Herricks, Linda Hartstong. Rachel Hewson, Jacqueline Hill, Min Ho. Jolene Hoekstra, Sarah Hollows, Chloe Hookery. Melissa Jones, Michael Jolu, Grace Leckie. Olivia Lindstrom, James Lorreton, Caitlin Luden. Sarah Lusky, Brooke Mackay, Tanya McGuigan. Sophie Mann, Lara Marshall, Brittany Matheson. Hannah McCurlane, Melissa McRae, Danielle Meffin. Megan Mitchell, Nairi Moihuhu, Marie Moore. Amelia Needs, India O'Kane, Elizabeth O'Rourke. Michelle O'Sullivan, Alice Parata, Nicole Perrin. Rosalind Pettigrew, Erica Phillips, Alicia Pickering. Rebecca Pilcher, Zara Ramathas, Lillian Richards. Laura Ross, Ricky Rowland, Kimberly Ruxton. Thomas Zachary, Courtney San, Jane Seafall. Katrina Smith, Ruby Smith, Tanya South. Hugo Stevens, Jessica Stray, Christiana Talbot. Emma Vandermaas, Nika Van Eden, Rose Fiedler. Adrian Wall, Jordan Wallish, Louisa Walsh. Maisie White, Amelia Wilson, Anna Wilson. Kendall Witham, Virginia Wright.
Thank you, Linda, and it's great to hear the crowd participation. Keep it up, it's great. I now invite Megan Gibbons, Head of the School of the Otago Institute of Sport and Adventure, to present her graduates.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the Otago Institute of Sport and Adventure, Graduate Diploma in Physical Conditioning, Level 7, Soraya Jensen. Bachelor of Applied Science, Physical Activity, Health and Wellness, Todd Aikman, Campbell Anderson, Karen Applegarth. Angelique Bam, Natalie Cameron, Hayden Chapman. Louise Cunningham, Kirsty Curry, Darren Patayo. Lee Gardine, Brooke Hasty, Danielle Holden. Nathan Hull, Stephen Isaac, Ella Johnson. Jay Kilgore, Celia King, Chantal Lamb. Emma Lavra, Abby Loveday, Alicia Lucas. Emma Kate Mears, Carrie Morton, Daniel Natter. Patrick Nolan, Maria O'Cal, Stacey Peters. Jenna Pope, Jessica Roberts, Megan Turner. Kate Warner, Caitlin Young.
Thank you, Megan. I now invite Chris Williamson, Head of the School of Social Services, to present his graduands.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduands for School of Social Services, Bachelor of Social Services, Graduate Diploma in Applied Management, John Dorton. Bachelor of Social Services, Graduate Diploma in Strategic Management, Ngā Tamariki Utanga. Bachelor of Social Services, Career Practice, Robin Canal, Susan Graham, Wayne Green. Rowan Kane, Anthea Pride, Janice Brenton. Ryan Smale, Megan Webster, Elaine Young. Bachelor of Social Services Counselling, Elise Boyle, Michelle Bunt, Marie Cooper. Aya Camille Garcia, Melanie Taylor, Robin Uru. Jeffrey Vucetich, Eloise Wheeler-Neroy, Catherine Wilson. Bachelor of Social Services, Mackenzie Chapman, Elizabeth Fry, Anna Hennessy. Annette Hill, Robin Hogan, Nicola Kneebone. Suzanne Leader, Rochelle McCone, Alicia Miller. Jessica Pont, Jodie Ryan. Elena Walker.
Thank you, Chris. I now invite Caroline Terpstra, Head of the School of Design, to present her graduates.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the School of Design. Graduate Diploma in Design Fashion, Anna Van Gorp. Bachelor of Design Communication, Laura Benjamin, Laura Carr, Caleb Dudley. Caitlin Dias, Carla Goldman, Finn Gallagher. Finbar Glover, Rachel Hay, Tessa Hewlett. Shane Hughes, Christy Lind, Sarah MacDonald. Connor McGregor, Megan McPhail, Sean Moran. Matthew Patterson, Zoe Patterson, Hannah Poole. Frances Shaw, Regina Spear, Matthias Stahl. Marcia Stewart, Sufatra Tanapura, Gregory Thomas. The Bachelor of Design Fashion, Lucy Anderson, Kelsey Bennett, Georgia Bowler. Charlotte Chambers, Kate Chapman, Wansuk Jun. Kai Kwok, Lucy Moore, Sally McCants. Meg O'Connell, Michaela Poots, Sarah Robertson. Jum Sul, Simone Watson. Naomi White, Jessica Wong. Bachelor of Design Interiors, Nur Ahmad Sabri, Miriam Aitken, Olivia Bain. Catherine Becker, Nina Daniels, Samantha Jackett. Charlotte McCurdy, Alice Perry, Holly Reid. The Bachelor of Design Product, Dean Griffiths, Aaron Power. The graduate for the Food Design Institute, Bachelor of Culinary Arts, Sarah Stevens.
Thank you, Caroline. We'll now have the presentation of the graduates who have completed diplomas and certificates. So it gives me great pleasure to invite John Finley, the head of the School of Architecture, Building and Engineering, to present his graduates to Cathy Grant, the chair of the Polytechnic Council, and to Phil.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the School of Architecture, Building and Engineering. For the New Zealand Diploma in Engineering Civil, Level 6, Lachlan Bailey. For the National Diploma in Building Control Surveying, Medium and Large Buildings, Level 6, and the National Diploma in Building Control Surveying, Small Buildings, Level 5, Cameron Allen, Vaughan Bennett, Ricky Burland. Raymond Bremer, Michael Brown, Stuart Chapman. Alistair Clark, David Curl, Shannon Dews. Craig Edmonds, Jason Ellis, William Ellis. Colin Gibbs, Trevor Gilder, Shay Harrop. Philip Hector, Rebecca Johnson, Tony Judd. Angela Leckie, Jennifer Lilly, Murray Lauper. Sean McGuinness, Mark McClay, Peter Meikle. Russell Patterson, Lyndon Paul, Tracy Quindon Boundy. Robert Ramsey, Michael Reedy, Peter Robertson. Eric Scholter, Malcolm Sinclair, Brian Stack. Grant Sutton, Murray Usma. Brent Watkins, Christopher Westwood, Murray Windmill. For the National Diploma in Building Control Surveying Small Buildings, Level 5, Neville Mackay, Tamati Mare. David McFarlane, Robert Tyler. For the Certificate in Automotive Engineering Level 3, Darren Williams.
Thank you, John. I now invite Glenys Kerr on behalf of Capable New Zealand to present her graduate.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for Capable New Zealand, Certificate in Mata Ao Māori, Level 4, Christine Robertson.
Thank you, Glenys. I now invite Jean Tilley-Short, Campus Manager of Central Otago, to present her graduates.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for Central, Diploma in Professional Cookery Level 5 and National Certificate in Hospitality Cookery Level 4, Joanna Ash and Diane Craig. Emma Evans and Erin Fenimore. And the National Certificate in Horticulture Level 4, Evans George. I don't believe he's here.
Thank you, Jean. I now invite Leslie Smith, Head of the College of Enterprise and Development, to present her graduates. So sorry about this, have we just missed two or not? No? I think we're right.
Okay. Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the College of Enterprise and Development, New Zealand Diploma in Business, Andrew Cook, Emma Nelson, Vincent Newman. National Diploma in Business Level 6, Susan Andrews. Diploma in Human Resource Management Level 6, Melanie Aiken, Jordan Brewer, Alicia McClellan. Diploma in Business, Level 5, Catherine Morris, Bonnie Wheeler. Diploma in Marketing Level 5, Josh Perry. Josh here? No, Josh? Diploma in Applied Travel and Tourism, Level 5. Josh, sorry. Diploma in Applied Travel and Tourism, Level 5, Jessica Dooling, Amy Kelly, Ashley Lamb. Kylie McMillan, Kiani Small, Andrea Smith. Jessie Smith and Michelle Williams. Certificate in Applied Travel and Tourism, Level 3, Elizabeth Aiken, Greta Dungy, Jessica Fogarty. Madeline Hanna, Courtney Kilner. Roxanne Lewis and Lucina Perez. National Certificate in Business Administration, Level 4. National Certificate in Business Administration and Computing, Level 3. Sasha Dowling. National Certificate in Business Administration, Level 4. Charlotte Kerr. National Certificate in Business Administration and Computing, Level 3. Certificate in Foundation Studies, Level 3. Samuel Gordon. National Certificate in Business Administration and Computing, Level 3. April Henderson. Certificate in Network Administration, Level 6, Campbell McDowell. Certificate in IT Service and Support, Bruno Newstub, Taylor Thompson. Certificate in Information Technology Level 4, Ethan Ashbrook Welch, Samantha Watson, Holly Young.
Thank you, Leslie. I now invite Jean Tillyshort, Campus Manager of Central, to present her graduate.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduate for Diploma in Professional Cookery Level 5 and National Certificate in Hospitality Cookery Level 4, Dana Vostilis.
Thank you, Jean. I now invite Megan Gibbons, Head of the School of the Otago Institute of Sport and Adventure, to present her graduate.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for Otago Institute of Sport and Adventure. Diploma in Applied Sport and Exercise Leadership Level 5, Personal Training and Exercise Prescription, Certificate in Applied Sport and Exercise Studies Level 4, Personal Training and Exercise Prescription, Matthew Brown. Diploma in Applied Sport and Exercise Leadership Level 5, Personal Training and Exercise Prescription, Wesley Bopp, Patrick Schwing, Thomas Cooper. Ryan Dwyer, Lani Hollenby, Amy Jones. Taylor McCormick, Matthew Mackay, Sarah Michelle. Margot McSkimmon, Venye Nye, Thomas Olenshaw. Hamish Phillip, Bethany Robertson, Anthony Smith. Alex Spenceley, Scott Trotter, Tane Tuhakaraina. Sanara Wetera, Samuel Wilson. Sean Wilson, Taylor Wright. Diploma in Applied Sport and Exercise Leadership Level 5, Sport Management and Coaching, Sinead Cuff, Olivia Kolb, Benjamin McManus. Victoria Parsons, Sophie Sanders. Diploma in Outdoor Leadership and Management Level 5, Heather Andrew, Dermot Mayock. Certificate in Applied Sport and Exercise Studies Level 4, Personal Training and Exercise Prescription, Danielle Vanderlyn.
Thank you, Megan. I now invite Chris Williamson, Head of the School of Social Services, to present his graduate.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the School of Social Services, Diploma in Social Services, Level 6, Disability Support, Josie Mareru. Diploma in Social Services, Level 6, Mental Health Support, Zoe Hayes, Lindley Hendry, Kelsey Jones. Certificate in Human Services, Level 4, Disability, Luana Bowl, Jessica Douglas, Hannah Fleming. Tania Gilbert Kennedy, Finau Muffy, Josephine Marsh. Thomas Rowley, Kerry Rushton. Helena Thompson, Renee Williams. Certificate in Human Services, Level 4, Mental Health and Addictions, Jaden Crum, Simon Farmer, Jasmine Hasty. Deborah Hendry, Jessica Ann Hohaya. Sammy Lee Morris, Matama Tahiri. Certificate in Human Services, Level 4, Social Services, Chantal Baker, Stephanie Grant, Ashley Hughes. Melanie James Addison, Andrea Knight, Kayla Miller. Certificate in Health, Level 4, Rebecca Bates, Paula Back, Bethany Benenson. Lindsay Brown, Melinda Cuff, Brittany Foster. Anna Hill, Alicia Hiom, Erin Hodgkins. Chantal Kimai, Min Ting Lai, Amy Manson. Rachel Mayoli, Amy McIver, Charlotte Patterson. Abigail Pegg, Rebecca Brogan, Stephanie Rogers. Olivia Stevens, Bonnie Stewart, Melanie Suay. Amy Tate, Janae Turner. Certificate in Foundation Studies, Level 3, Akaraka Mahatini, Ricky Purukamu. Helena Sele, Piumu Taili Pahivi. Certificate in Foundation Studies, Level 3, Engineering Bridging, Natasha Barlow, Hemi Green, Reggie Wilson. Certificate in Foundation Studies, Level 3, Gordon Burke Robertson, Kim Feliciano, Emma Hollamby. Rebecca O'Sullivan-Webb, Jamie Ross. Amy Strom, Michelle Thayer. Certificate in Foundation Studies, Level 2, Akaraka Mahatini, Taimana Iti Rooney. Certificate in Foundation Studies, Level 2, Trades, Nathan Peters.
Thank you, Chris. I now invite Caroline Terpstra, Head of Te Maru Pumaunua, to present her graduates.
Madam Chair, it gives me great pleasure to present the graduates for the School of Design. Certificate in Creative Studies, Debbie Beatson, Jamie Kate Caffel. Sin Yi Huang, Robert Mayer. Certificate in Fashion Studies, Level 4, Rosamond Thompson. And the graduates for the Food Design Institute, Diploma in Culinary Arts, Level 5, Sook Gale, Nicola Williams.
Thank you, Caroline, and congratulations to you all. That ends the giving of the certificates, and it is now a pleasure to be able to invite Phil Kerr, the Otago Polytechnic Chief Executive, to present the Special Student Awards. And the first of these awards is the Fletcher Trust Award. And the Fletcher Trust Award is awarded to a student or students who have contributed most to the corporate life at Otago Polytechnic. And the award this year is awarded to Kai Kwok, Bachelor of Design Fashion. And the next award is the Otago Polytechnic Education Foundation Award for Achievement. And this is for graduating students who have shown excellence in their field of study and is awarded to Jenna Pope, Bachelor of Applied Science, Physical Activity, Health and Wellness. The Otago Polytechnic Education Foundation Excellence Award is for students that have shown excellence in their field of study. And this is awarded to Emma Lilavar, Bachelor of Applied Science. And the Otago Polytechnic Students Association Graduation Award is given to Catherine Wilson, Bachelor of Social Services. Congratulations to you all. So it's now my pleasure to invite Rebecca Swindells, the Otago Polytechnic Students Association President, to speak.
I promise this won't be long. I know you're all itching to get out of here. Good afternoon, graduates, members of council, Otago Polytechnic staff, and honoured guests. Mike introduced me. My name's Rebecca, and I am the Otago Polytechnic Students Association President for 2014. And it is with great pleasure that I am here today to congratulate and celebrate with you as you all receive your qualifications and awards. It is an honour today to, on behalf of the students in front of you, to thank those who have supported the students who graduated today. To the Polytechnic teaching staff and support staff, family and friends of the graduates, I thank you for all the support you have provided these fine graduates during the tertiary education journey. Today is a day of celebration, a day where you can celebrate with your friends and family what you have learnt while studying at Otago Polytechnic. Whether you have successfully completed a certificate, a diploma, a degree, or a postgraduate qualification, you have endured endless hours of lectures. You've put in extra time to do your classwork, your readings, your homework, and you have completed and achieved the assignments, tests and projects set by your school. And for that work and effort you put in, today you received the qualification you worked so hard to gain. Today I want you all to stand tall. Be proud knowing that you are moments away from walking out that door with your qualification. Completing a course at a tertiary institution is a triumph, and one that for most of you may not have come easily. I know, and I think everybody sitting here on the bottom floor in front of me knows, that when you study you face a number of hurdles. These are often personal, financial or academic. Today I want you to leave and be content in knowing that you've faced those hurdles and you successfully jumped them. Graduates, I'd like you to take a moment to think about the hurdles that you've jumped to achieve the qualification that you're walking away with today. Take a moment to think about the support you received from your lecturers and support staff at the Polytech, your family, and most importantly, those that are sitting right next to you graduating today. Family, friends and lecturers of the graduates, I would like you to take a moment to think about what these fine graduates have had to overcome to achieve the qualifications they received today. I want you all to take a moment to feel proud of how you've helped them succeed and reach these goals. Graduates, always remember that no goal is too far to reach, and always continue to reach for those goals that you set for yourself, no matter how far away they may seem. I'd like to finish today with a Dr. Seuss quote. You have the brains in your head, you have the feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the person who will decide where to go. Enjoy your celebrations today, tonight and into the weekend. They are much deserved. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca, for your words of wisdom. They are appreciated. We're nearly there. I have been told that if you want photographs, the people will be out in the foyer there if you want to talk to them straight after, so that's a good little sign. So can I now please ask you to stand for the singing of the national anthem? The first verse will be in Māori and the second in English.
Oh
before the official party leaves, can I ask you all to give 3 cheers to acknowledge the wonderful effort and commitment shown by our graduates? Graduands, actually. Hip hip? Hooray! Hip hip? Hooray! Hip hip? Hooray! Enjoy the evening.